Hey guys, it's Goffy, aka Miranda. Um, as you guys probably saw in my Facebook post for the past month, I've been through hell, and I am going to tell my story. When I was 12 years old, I met the love of my life. He happened to be my mentor for the day. It was step-up day from elementary school to high school. No, middle school. And I was at the middle school for probably about 2.5 to 3 hours. Because they decided, hey, let's pair these people up and show them around the middle school. So, everyone was paired up except for me. My mentor was late. Guess who walks in that door? CJ. I look up. I instantly fell in love. First I thought, he's out of my league. Then we introduced each other, saying our interests and whatnot. So he showed me around the school, and the couple of hours when the field trip was over, I had to go back to the elementary school. So we made it back to the classroom, and I said, it was nice meeting you, and I hope to see you in the future. And he said something like the same, and that was it. I went with my class back to Leeds Central. A few months have gone by. School starts up again for the fall. I went to 7th grade orientation, and I didn't really meet anyone that I was gonna be friends with. A few more days go down the road, I see a familiar face. I'm like, hey, I remember you. Then we ended up on different teams because back in middle school, we had like tiger teams. I was on the Wildcat team, he was a Siberian, and they were also Bengal. I was on Wildcat, he was Siberian, and we didn't really talk that much. Like, we would just say hi in passing, or like, hey, what's up, let's catch up, or something like that. And it never really happened. Until freshman year. My freshman year, his sophomore year. We meet up again. And at that time, this girl I was best friends with was dating him. So I pretty much left him alone. Yeah, we would talk, but like nothing really. Then they broke up. I thought, hey, it's my opportunity. So we get to talking. I gave him my number. He gave me his. I asked him out. It didn't last long, about a month, but it was one of the greatest times of my life. Even though we broke up, we were still close. We hung out. I would go to his house. He would come over to mine. And the surprising thing is, I will tell you later on in the story. So, freshman year ends. His sophomore year ends. He ends up moving to Rumford, or Mexico, Fort Fairfield area. we stopped talking. The reason is because we couldn't hang out. My mom didn't want to drive me all the way up there. His mom didn't want to drive all the way to my place in Leeds. So we kind of stopped talking for a long time. I kind of forgot about him. He forgot about me. Then in 2011, he pops up on my Facebook. I'm like, I'm gonna try to get in a relationship with this guy again because I feel like we were too young back then. So I messaged him. His number was posted, so I texted the number. I said, hey, I'm not sure if you remember me, but I was Katie's best friend. He's like, I need to see a picture. So I sent him 2 pictures. A picture of me back in high school and a picture of me at that time. He's like, you do really look familiar. So you went to high school with me. Did we date? I said yes. I'm the one that you only dated for a month. So we get to talking more and more. And eventually, we ended up dating. This is the second time. We ended up dating for 6 months. It was a great time. Again, he would come over weeks at a time. I would go to my aunt's house for weeks at a time. Just so we could hang out. Do whatever couples do. Then we broke up again. But we were still messing around with each other. And the thing is, he found a girlfriend. And it really hurt. It really hurt. So, I didn't like this girl. I thought he was way out of her league like he was with me. But it was only worse with her. It was a bad choice on his part. I stuck around. I stuck around just for him. I was there. Whenever he needed to get away from her, he knew where to go. Granted, we kind of messed around a little. And then I met my abusive ex-fiance. So, CJ was still coming around. We were still hanging out. I would sneak out of my abusive ex-fiance's house just to hang out with CJ. We would go to Mama's Cabaret in Lewiston. And we would order dinner and watch the drag show. Then we would also go hang out at the library. And at the time, people were telling my ex-fiance that I was hanging out with an ex that I still loved. But it was nothing like that. I just wanted a friendship. I wanted a friendship with the guy, yes, I loved. But I was so blind to see that the way Earl was treating me, that CJ wanted me back. A few months later, shit went down. We got drunk. Stuff happened. We were caught by my abusive ex. And I was told I couldn't hang out with him anymore. I was told that I was wrong. Then I would still sneak out. I would still hang out with him. Even though that I was kind of mad at him, but I still didn't see what Earl was doing. He was manipulating me. So I get to the point where I told CJ I couldn't hang out with you anymore. Because if Earl found out, I would have been left. I was blind enough to believe him, but yeah. So he dated this other chick that pretty much blocked his existence from me. Like, made him block me. She blocked me. I got angry. I saw what she was doing. I couldn't tell him. I just stayed angry. 4 year, let's see, that was around like what, 2014? 2 more years go by. Well, actually, wait a minute. So, I have another Facebook account. I've thought one day, hey, maybe I should say what's on my mind. Maybe he'll talk to me. All I can do is try. I messaged him on my other account. And surprising, he talked to me. But he left the state. He went to North Carolina. For good reason, though. He went to North Carolina, and I instantly thought that my chances ever getting back with him were gone. I was engaged to a man that was abusing me, using me, whatnot. So, we pretty much just talked, webcammed every now and then. Nothing really happened, just talking. And another 2 years go by. <clears throat> 2016. So, me and the abusive ex went to a concert. Got rained out. Thunderstorms. Everyone's like, let's go home. I'm like, we should wait. Maybe they'll let us back into the venue. Everyone's like, we're tired. We want to go home. So, we ended up going home. My ex suggested we go home. We went home. That was the day I fell out of love. I fell out of love with my ex. I held on though. So, a few days go by. Earl and I break up because of a big argument that got out of control. we ended up getting back together that night. Only for a week and a half later for us to fully split up. Guess who texted me? Guess who told me to call him? CJ. He's like, when you get this, or when you get home from work, I want you to call me. I did. Even though, like, how bad I was crying, I called him. Because I knew he would get it. We talked for like 5 hours after I got out of work that night. I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning on Facebook web chat. And he calmed me down a lot. So, another 2 weeks go by. We're talking. He asked me out. And he's like, I'm coming back to Maine. At that time, I was like, are you coming back to Maine for me? He's like, you're a big part of it. Most of the other part is my son. And family. I'm like, wow. No one's ever really done that for me. So, that 2 weeks go by. Guess who shows up at my door? I'm sorry. But he shows up the same way he left. Coffee in one hand, laptop bag in another. I told him the night before that where I lived, how to get to the bedroom I was at, everything. I even left the door unlocked for him. 6 a.m. comes around. I'm asleep. He walks through my door. Instantly. I remember holding him tight and crying. We talked for about a good 2 hours. Then we went out and walked around Lewiston, Auburn with his son and his son's mother, which I am good friends with. And I felt full. Every time we have dated, I felt like I'm full. There's nothing missing. And 3 weeks ago, almost 4 now, we broke up. After being so happy together, we broke up. I know both parties are at fault. But I feel like our business isn't done yet. I don't know why I feel like that. I just feel like we're not done yet. There's still something left that we need to accomplish. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that, and I'll let him be the judge of that. I honestly think we could give it another shot. We've done it for this long. 14 years. Met each other back in 2004. But it's up to him. I'm ready whenever he is. I want him back, but he needs to want me back for it to work. CJ, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for everything. I wanted to talk to you the night that we broke up. I wanted to fix things. My plan was to sit you down and talk to you. See how we could fix our relationship. See how, like, you say so many things that it confuses me. Really confuses me. I'm going stir crazy here. But know this. Together or not, you will always be my rock. I'm always there for you. I am going to make another video about something else. Another topic that we had. But it's not meant for this one. So, I've been wanting to get this off my chest for a really long time. I love you still. And I always will.